Unscripted.
I must admit, Sony is very quick to kind of respond to any criticisms and anything that people are kind of requesting from the company when it comes to the PlayStation 5. For me personally, I feel like they've really gone out of their way to make everybody kind of be able to get one. Obviously, that's going to continue to improve. They've made some comments on that recently as well. Clearly, with the way State of Play went and stuff like that, it does seem like they are on the right track. Obviously, a lot of people are probably still going to be talking about the situation with some of the games on PC. Listen, for me personally, it's one of those things that is really going to be neither here nor there. I mean, long term, is that something that's going to really go out of the way and kind of hurt the PlayStation brand? I guess time will tell, right? Like, we'll have to wait and see how that works out. But for Sony themselves, I feel like they've done a pretty decent job of going out there and making sure that everybody has something to play. They made some pretty interesting announcements in terms of kind of what's available and stuff like that. Even today, like, they made a pretty interesting announcement, like Destruction All-Stars. They gave a good update on that. So it does show that they listen somewhat, okay? So this isn't a video about Destruction All-Stars. It's something else, but I'm just kind of comparing it to that because if you guys didn't see it, originally Destruction All-Stars was listed as a $70 title, and it was going to be a launch title for the PlayStation 5. Now, since that particular point in time, they gave it away for free basically on PlayStation Plus, and I think it's going to be free for a month or two. It's an okay game. Obviously, it lacks content, and it's something that really needs updates and stuff like that. And you know what? It's funny because a lot of games kind of ship like that. And to be honest with you, unless it's a well-known developer, a Naughty Dog or a Rockstar or something like that, I would say most games that ship during a pandemic are going to have some issues. This one really kind of lacked content, but it's more of a game as a service, and so they've already updated the 8-on-8 Mayhem mode and things like that. So not only that, but when the game does go to not being free or whatever, we are seeing a situation where this game is actually, interestingly enough, is going to be a $20 game. So that's very much in line with, I think, what people will be thinking is a fair price point for that particular game. And as they add more content, I could see it really taking off and being something particularly nice for gamers. And it's something different to break up the monotony. It's a fun little multiplayer game, and I really think that that's something that a lot of people should happen. You know what I mean? So I do think that that's exactly what we will see before too long. But let's get started, shall we? What's up, everybody? Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you very much for checking it out. I really do appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate that as well. It helps out the channel, and that means a lot to me personally. If you guys are looking for a way to help out a little crappy channel like mine, the best way to do it is a simple like. It means a lot to me personally, and it's free for you guys to do, so why not do it? Feel good about yourself. Make me feel good at the same time. It's a win-win situation, folks. It really is. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to all the old subscribers, new subscribers, and everybody in between. You guys are amazing, and I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Again, I really just want to say thank you, and please consider subscribing at the very least. At the very, very least, maybe consider liking, because that's what all content creators really kind of want. So if you guys wouldn't mind that, that would be fantastic. Now, I wanted to get started. So let's say you're in a situation where you don't have a PlayStation 5. You want a PlayStation 5, you've been looking for a PlayStation 5, but unfortunately you're not one of the, 6 million or whoever has a PlayStation 5, unfortunately. Now, what's being done to kind of rectify that situation? What can be done indeed? Well, it looks like there's going to be some relief on the way, per Sony themselves giving an update to the PlayStation 5, and just there might be even more good information coming from a very, very big source. A very big source that I feel like a lot of people are going to be very interested in hearing from. So yeah, this is pretty cool stuff. And again, for me personally, I feel like this is absolutely something that a lot of people are going to be talking about. And a lot of people are going to be very much anticipating. So if you haven't been able to have much luck finding a PlayStation 5, Sony has officially commented that the PS5 supply is going to increase as each month passes, and the situation is going to improve quickly, according to Sony. Sony's Jim Ryan has discussed the PlayStation 5 supply in a late interview, and when fans can expect the situation to actually resolve itself. And Jim Ryan said that he is very sorry that PlayStation 5 has been in short supply, and that the company is working as hard as they possibly can. However, he also offered some optimism for those still waiting, stating that he is confident the game will be easier to find soon. Ryan then goes on to say that the supply will quickly increase each month as each month passes. The situation will start to get better, hopefully quite quickly. We've been relentless in terms of trying to increase production, and I really can't say more than that. So an exact time frame wasn't given as to when the supply will increase, but a bunch of new stock has been released in the UK in the past week, so hopefully in the US is going to see some drop soon. And we actually have been seeing some of those, and some of the virtual lines and things like that have been happening. We've been seeing a lot of updates come out and things like that, so that is very much a very, very good thing, and a you know, one of those things that we kind of keep our eye on and stuff like that. But even kind of bigger news that could actually help out, the new president-elect Joe Biden has confirmed that the PS5 and Xbox Series X semiconductor shortage will be investigated, which is a very interesting kind of thing if you want to think about it. The ongoing semiconductor shortage, which is currently affecting a number of industries, including production of the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, is to be investigated. President Biden has revealed it's expected that the president will sign an executive order today. Man, it's like a lot of executive orders considering he just got in office, something like 100 or something, 50, 70. It's like, I don't know, it's crazy. But we'll start a 100-day review of the semiconductor pipeline, which in turn hopes to find alternatives and strategies. You gotta love it, to help take the strain off its effects on the American economy. So previously, companies such as Apple, Sony, AMD, and Qualcomm have called for the president to actually look into the shortage and its impact on the economy. Speaking in a letter, the president last week, the groups commented, "Semiconductors play a critical role in enabling the products and services that fuel our economy, contribute to American innovation, and enhance our national security. Given the central role of semiconductors, strengthening the U.S. position in semiconductor research, design, and manufacturing is a national priority." So, you know, hey, now we've got the president trying to get his PS5 on, and so I guess it looks like he's looking into a lot of the problems. Now, is this going to solve every problem there is? Well, listen, I don't really know. It's like these consoles are a little bit in short supply, but, you know, we do continue to see things pop out where, you know, things are tending to get a little bit better, and I think that should be taken as a positive sign, right? Like, you know, as gamers, we're all out here trying to kind of do our best to make sure that we kind of have the games that we're looking for, and, you know, things like that. So I personally feel like this is an incredibly smart move by these companies to kind of reach out to the president, and it looks like, you know, we're getting some stuff kind of worked on or whatever. This is really nice stuff to see. I think that, you know, the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, I'm interested. I want there just to be as much stock as possible, right? Because how my brain works, I just want to see how this all plays out. If there's as much stock as possible, where's that going to leave the Xbox, and where's that going to leave the PlayStation 5? I personally believe it's going to leave the PlayStation 5 many, many, many millions ahead of the Xbox Series X. And we even saw where 1 in 4 PlayStation 5 owners weren't even a PlayStation 4 owner. So they had to come from somewhere, and it looks like they probably came from the Xbox brand. And I have to say, I really, really appreciate the fact that any Xbox fan could actually be intelligent enough to switch over and be like, I had enough of that BS, you know, all the promises, all this kind of stuff. Where are the games? You know, listen, like I said, it would be very smart to start off with the PS5 this gen, maybe get an Xbox, you know, 3-4 years down the line when they start having games. But I've always stated that I felt like PlayStation was in a much better spot, and by all rights, they shouldn't even be in a better spot. You know, I mean, at the end last year and pretty much the PS4 generation, you have them release stuff like Dreams, and I know it's first and third party stuff, but it was like Dreams, Neo 2, Persona Royale, Last of Us 2, Ghost of Tsushima. You know, they released a really good slate of VR, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Iron Man VR. They really did a good job of doing that. So for me personally, I'm sitting here kind of wondering, like, what's the deal with all this stuff? And you know, I think that they really kind of have their act together, and you know, Microsoft probably could learn a little bit more from paying a closer attention to Sony. I mean, that's my opinion on the situation, but yeah, I definitely think that they could really learn a little something, and hopefully they do, and hopefully they kind of present that in such a way that, you know, gamers can kind of get what they want in the future. So with that being said, I will link all of this great stuff in the description below. You guys can check it out, peruse it at your own leisure. Thank you for watching. Take care of each other. Stay safe, happy, and healthy. Rack 'em up. Game on, my friends. Game on. Crapgamer out.
Unscripted.